there we are. Hello, everybody. Hello and welcome to Heart of a Hobbit here on the official Lotro Twitch channel. I am your host, Little Redhead. I will be taking you around the world of Middle-earth as it is done in the game Lord of the Rings Online. So, all right, so we are on a legendary server. And this is a server called Anor, and the idea is that on legendary servers things go a little slower or faster in the case of one other server, but that is a different pace than your normal server. So Anor here is slower than your typical server, and it has been going along that way for a while, but it's at the point where it's almost caught up to what is happening on the other servers that are going at the regular pace. So the plan that SSG has announced is that they're going to be closing this server at the end of next month, the end of August or so. So we are playing our characters on here, working our way through the epic line, and then we will be transferring our characters off of here like at around the end of August when they close it down. So before it says only 364 days until the next Midsummer Festival. Yes, that's true, right? Actually, it'll be less than that because it'll be like the beginning of June or so. So like, 11 months, right? So yes, as he kind of notes, we are in between festivals at the moment. There are no festivals happening right now. So yeah, we have some time. Now this Thursday, they're doing a Virtue XP, bonus Virtue XP weekend or something basically. So if you have any of those Virtue Experience potion pots like this one right here, in 2 days is a good day to do that, good time to do that, because you get a bonus for every one of those that you consume. You get, I think it's like a 20% bonus or something like that, so, or 10%. Anyway, it's worth it. I tend to hang on to them and then just do them when the bonuses come around because I'm silly like that. And as you can see, my inventory is a big old mess right now, and that is due to this whole moving thing and preparing for that and all that. So, and because I can never make anything easy, I actually have 3 characters on the server, and I am going to be taking 2 of them over to Crick Hollow, where I've started but I haven't really gotten very far. And then one of my characters is probably going to go over to Laurelin, where I already have 2 very active characters over there, but and a third one that's not active. But my plan is to get some of the housing items that you can only get on legendary servers, make sure I have them to go to those 2 servers that I'm transferring to, and yeah, so I'll have like 3 stone trolls on both of those servers. Now I actually have 3 characters on here, so I could theoretically transfer to 3 different servers and take stone trolls to 3 different places. So I might do that. Probably won't, but I might do that. Just because, yes, the famous 9 stone trolls. Well, they're spread apart, so nobody knows. They won't put 3 and 3 together. All right, so, but first I think we are gonna go and run around a little bit out here. We are, let's see, let me follow Ethel here for a moment. We're on Epic, let's see, Volume 3. Oh, hang on. I want to drop that quest. Yeah, we're going to drop that. Okay, so we're on Book 10, Chapter 1, Exiles. So we've been thrown out of Edoras, out of Rohan. Western Rohan. We've been thrown out of Western Rohan with Horn. Nona's kind of gone off and she's doing her own thing right now. But we're with Horn, and I think we're still with the elf guy. Oh yeah, Cordon. And I think that's our full party right now. Yeah, Horn and Cordon is who we're running around with right now. So we're hanging around with Horn, which is a man guy from Rohan, and Cordon, who's an elf from Lothlorien, who's kind of our guide to get us to where we need to go. So one of the things we need to do right now is we are going to go and protect people, because if we can't protect people in Rohan, we're trying to protect Rohan from the bad stuff. So we're going to make the most of our exile from Edoras by continuing to combat Saruman's mounted minions currently in East Rohan. Yep, so we need to take out 5 mounted minions here. And as you might be able to note there, we've already done 3 while I've been talking. So that's not so bad. Lots of not mounted here, okay. Do I need to do a search? Oh, and you know what I need to do? Hang on a second. I need to change my graphics. We're gonna pop that back down to low. I popped it back up because the graphics in this game are so nice. I really enjoy the graphics in the game. And so I hate bumping them down. But I tend to do that when we're streaming just to make it hopefully a more seamless streaming experience for you all. All right, we're gonna mount up on regular mounts, not war mounts at the moment. And zoom out here and go find us some mounted folks. Oh, we're gonna go do the warband? Yeah. The warband cramp. And the funny thing is, yeah, they're mounted, but I'm really effective just standing here. So, just shoot them from the ground. That's pretty funny. The only hard thing is when they get past me, but come back here, you. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that's right, I forgot I changed that. I changed some of my mouse settings. Totally forgot I did that. I'll remember what they are. All right, cool. Our warband is ready to advance. Ta-da! Good job, us. Aw. That was like 8 mounted things, and none of them counted for the for our quest. Hi, Dairun. How are you doing today? We are hanging out in the Sutcrofts, which is, let's zoom out a little bit, out here in East Rohan. So they don't know we're still chilling out. We've been kicked out of Veteros, so we're trying to make sure we don't show our faces there while we run around other parts of Rohan and protect the good people. I mean, we don't feel like we need to go and protect the Shire because they don't know anything about the Shire, right? Like, why would they know anything about the Shire? Do you want me to do a search? I'm a hunter, so I can do... Oh, you know what I've forgotten to do is put on my fast feet. It's a Mordor orc, but he was not. Besides, the Shire is protected by hobbits, right? We got an orc or a croft defiler. Croft defilers, are they mounted? They might be. Let's find out. So a bit north-like. Might grab those oak branches on our way by. Yeah, it was a defiler. Croft defiler, I think it was. Yeah, there we go. He looks mounted. Where did he go? Oh, the heath. Oh, a jangling sound alerts you to a broken harp, which you pick up. Okay. We have to bring the battered harp to Horn at the crossing of the Entwash in the Sutcrofts. Okay, we're gonna go see out this next warband, though. So that's one of the interesting things about being out in this area and these higher level areas. Well, I guess they're kind of mid-high at this point because since the cap is like 140, but when it was lower, is these warbands. Yeah. And so when you defeat a warband, you get like this little box of presents here. So I got a green box of Sutcraft's spoils. So when I open that, I got, ooh, what's that? I got a spotted war steed. Ooh, that's new. Well, hang on a second. That's pretty cool. Can't do that in combat. Oh, I'm in combat with something. Okay, hang on. Uh-oh, it's one of the harder ones. I can't get off my horse. There we go. Hi, Boturage. Uh-oh. So Affadil's gone and killed herself, basically, since I wasn't here yet. I'm having some slowing on my computer. So nothing is happening quickly on my side. Just keep that in mind. That's okay. We'll keep working on it. Oh, you are definitely defeated, though. Let me add some little fire oil here, see what I can do. Uh-oh, I am getting close to defeated. Let's see, do I have green stuff? Yes, I have green stuff. More green stuff. Nope, I'm down. Do you want to revive for free right here?
Hang on a second.
Okay, I'm going to hang on a second. I have been told to hang on a second. Oh, thanks. I'm getting revived. Woohoo! All right, yeah, let's heal up before we try and take on that warband again. Although it may be too late, they're here.
We're still...
Well, the good news is I'm mostly healed, so if I can keep his attention... He's a tough one, though. We may not make it through this one quickly and easily. Yes. Let me do that. Okay, cool. You know, I could get on a warm mount. Well, maybe not in combat. Okay. He is vulnerable to damage, but I am also vulnerable to him hitting me. I'm just spamming quick shot at this guy. Quick shot in Hunter, if you're in endurance stance, when you use quick shot, it has a, it heals, gives you some health back, some morale back. Oh, you are out of power. You might need to take some blue potion. You must face target. Ah, this little stinker, he keeps turning on me. You know what? We need you to stop moving, dude. Alright. Well, that did nothing. Little twerp. Okay, that sounds great. Well, we got him half down. If I can get him to stand still long, stand in one direction long enough, I should get a Heartseeker off on this guy. Oh, for Pete's sake. Nope, it's too long of an induction. Turkey. I'm gonna grab another blue potion. Whoa. Wait, none of that. Crumbs. Uh-oh. Sorry. I was self-healing. He just hit me with something that was a drain on my health, I think. Go ahead and revive for free. I will do that. Hopefully he won't hit me first. Okay, cool. Come on. He keeps stepping on me. It's not helping me. There we go. Now we're making progress. Well, I'm making progress on my health. I don't know if I'm hurting him much. There we go. We are making a little bit of progress on him. But yeah, I see that you're down again too. Well, I'm at full health if you want to try and revive and get back here. Yeah. Okay, I was at full health. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, that's what's going on. There's two different kinds of potions, the morale potions and the power potions. So you can take one and the other, which is nice. Let me do that. Man, this guy's annoying. Hey, buddy, come here. Let me hit you. Oh, so close. Are you close? Awesome. Oh dear. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, bother. I just went down. You got here just too late. Ah, so close. Are you gonna revive me?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Allies.
Hmm.
So if we start off full powered, not dead.
Oh, I ran out of foods, by the way, too.
Oh, I have some more for you.
I would take some, because I have fortifying, but I'm out of cooked, and I'm out of trail. Yeah. So if you have those handy, I would take some of that. I could try and do that, and thank you. Excellent, thank you. So let's do some of those. That'll help. Oh, well, hey, while we're just standing here.
Go see if I can intercept them.
Okay. All right, let me try some cooked food. And I'll put some fire oil on. And Athel has gone off to try and catch him before he gathers any allies. All right, we'll see how this goes. I wonder if I should just be on my war mount for this. We'll try that. I don't know, it might be a little chaotic with during stream, but we'll see how it goes. So how's everybody else doing today? Hope you're all well. It's a little warm here. It's getting up into the upper 20s on a Celsius scale. All right, there he is. All right, so let's see. I just saw him. There he is. Come on. I want to follow you, dude. Valid target. Well, my target is that guy. That's that one. Okay. Let's see if I follow him, if I can hit him well. See what happens. Okay. Well, I'm staying mounted for the moment. We'll see how this goes. Oh. Apparently I'm not hitting him hard enough to get his attention, huh? That's too bad. Okay, I'll hop down. How about now? I think I have his attention. Oh, well, okay, that's one way to do it. When the Hobbit feigns death, things stop paying attention. You probably want to heal if you can, though. I don't know why he's paying attention to me still. Or not to you, not me. Come here. Look at me, Budget. I think that's not his name, but... Right? Exactly, Julian. Like, come on. Let's be strong. Let's hit this guy. Hit him hard. It seems fun. It is actually fun. I enjoy how you can't just like stand and be like pew pew and the thing's over. Like, I appreciate that there's a little bit more to this. It's a little bit of a challenge, which is nice. I enjoy a challenge. He saw you. He saw the little hobbit in the grass. How is that possible? Little hobbit yelling at him in the grass. What could possibly have clued him into this hobbit screaming at him in the grass? Hey, there we go. All right, and so this time we get a silver box because he's one of the harder ones. Usually those are a little bit better, give you more goodies. Let's see what we got. What does it tell me? It gives me blue potion, which I used some against him, so that makes sense. I got 3 silver tokens at the Rittermark, 95 marks, 11 medallions, and 3 Rittermark celebrant salves. That one's okay. Sometimes they give you the banners for this area, which is kind of fun. I was collecting those for a while. Sometimes they give you, they just give you various things. Like I got that war steed thing, so that was kind of cool. Oh, I think my hobbit has ran off. Let me mount up and catch up. What's that?
Milestone.
We're milestoning to somewhere. Snowbourne. That's Aworth. Hang on. I have two milestones for this area. There we go. Snowbourne. There we go. Apparently we're gonna get out of here before this happens again. No, I think because we're following the quest line.
Oh, you're not moving the shadows, right?
Oh, we might have gone to the wrong place.
No, we're good. Snowbourne's great.
Snowbourne's great. It's great in the summer. We summer in Snowbourne. Oops. I do not mean to open that. No. My poor inventory is so sad right now. It's like, ugh. I've been managing inventory kind of hard recently because with the move happening in the game in, oops, not that long, I'm holding on to a whole ton of things. And yeah. Oh, we need to keep that. And let's see, do I do any of these? Nope, none of those are my craft. No, most of these recipes, like everybody already has them. And sometimes what I would do is I would put them up in the auction house so other people would have access to them if they haven't found them yet. But because the server is closing in a little over a month, the auction house is not going to be a very vibrant place right now. People are not going to be looking for stuff there. So I'm not really worrying about putting stuff in the auction house at this point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and ditch most of it. The only reason I'm keeping the task board stuff is because I'm gonna pass that off over to Athel. So periodically I just hand over a bunch of stuff. Alright, and yeah, we'll keep those. Okay, so I should be able to sell all of this stuff. Goodbye. Alright, so now I have 21 slots in my inventory. That's better. Hey, look, we're in combat. So you say, Gleowine, the graphic too outdated for new player to join. I mean, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. I don't like the hyper realistic look. I like this more kind of artistic look. Yeah, and I've got it on low graphics, so you have to keep that in mind as well, because the art look in here is really fantastic. Sankus96 has recently started playing this game after years, loving it so far. That's awesome. Yeah, I really enjoy this game. I think it's quite lovely. And I really also like the immersion into Middle Earth. And it's funny because there's a lot of detail in the game. I mean, you don't have to be like a Lord of the Rings person or a Tolkien person or whatever to enjoy the game. But if you've like watched the movies, read the books, you know, anywhere from I've heard of this thing and I know hobbits exist to, you know, I've been studying Tolkien for the last 50 years. Like anybody in that range is going to find something in the game where they're like, oh, this reminds me of this thing that I know. And you know, I love the way that they have, like, you know, I really enjoy seeing how they've put this into action. And so it's really cool. I really, yeah, they do spend a lot of time, like, thinking their way through and making sure, like, things generally, you know, match what you would expect to find. Because, like, there's whole storylines that they've made, you know, whole cloth, right? They will take, like, a line out of a song that was written about the Battle of the Fields of Pelennor and the people who perished, and then they make those people, you know, characters in the game. Like, that's pretty amazing. Hi. I have a cat looking at me. So, yeah. So, like, yeah, like Sankus, like you say, graphics aren't everything in games. Exactly. Like, and it depends on what kind of graphics you're looking for. Hi, baby. Hey. This is Cato. She's 8 years old. She came to us about two and a half months ago. Can't see her yet, but she'll probably come up here behind me in a minute. She does that a lot, don't you? Yes, you do. Yep, there she goes. She likes to sit here and just watch me sometimes. So Sanko says, game is beautiful on the highest graphics setting. It is. Oh my gosh, it's just gorgeous. It makes me sad to not be streaming on the highest setting because it is so pretty. My hope is to get a beefier computer in the not too distant future, and we'll see if that helps to fix whatever it is that I'm having trouble with. Now, it's possible there's something on my computer, like maybe I've got, I don't know, something that's like causing, you know, my computer to stall and do things. Because I notice it not just playing with it, like I've noticed it other times when I'm trying to do multiple things at once and my computer's just like, nope. It's like, duh. So anyway, so I'm hoping like a beefier computer will help, and then I can show everybody the beautiful graphics all the time. That'll be awesome. What did I get? I got marks and medallions. I'm okay with that. And some more stuff. Hi, baby. Are you a happy cat? Yeah. Nice. Sweetie. Yes, you are. You're a good kitty. I'll try not to interact with her too much, because then she'll be like, oh, gotta go. She's still a little, she's not like a super lap cat, at least not yet. With our previous owner, we understand that she really wasn't, but she does like, yeah, they like to be nearby. There's another one in the house, but I don't think you'll see him. Yes, it is a free game, Gleowine. It is free to play. There are also things you can buy in the game. You can, like I am a VIP subscriber, so I pay like a monthly, you know, subscription fee, and I get various things for that make my life easier, and I enjoy. It's basically like, you know, trading time for money in a sense, because everything you can do in the game, you can do it with just taking the time to go and do it. For example, in the in-game store, you use Lotro points to buy a lot of stuff. So you can earn Lotro points in the game. You can earn tons of them as being for doing deeds or completing, you know, various things. Also, as a VIP subscriber, I get like 500 Lotro points every month. So, you know, that just is an easier, so it's a faster way to be able to, for me to be able to afford to buy various things in the game. But yes, as B4 points out, you can follow the whole story of the ring. Whoop. Are you still there? Yes, you are. You can follow the whole thing from when the hobbits leave the Shire all the way through to, you know, spoilers, Mount Doom. Oh, and you had a question about how many players are on average, and yes, and before I did answer that there are multiple servers. There are currently 3 legendary servers, and those you do need to be a subscriber for. But then there's like 5 servers that are focused on US time zones and 5 servers that are more focused on European time zones. That's not strictly the case, you can whatever, but just that's kind of how they were initially set up. And so they kind of keep some of that, but not completely. Hang on, I'm going to talk to this guy.
What did you find?
So Horn says, you found a harp. That's an odd choice of weapon for use by Saruman's minions. And then you hand him the harp, the battered remains of it, and he says, I know this instrument. How often did I listen to its beautiful music? Bye, honey. Played first tunes to instruct and only later to entertain. This is the harp of my mentor, Gleowine. Did he run afoul of Saruman's minions? Dum bum bum. So Gleowine was also kicked out of Edoras around the same time as us. So Horn is studying the broken harp, and he basically, we should go and see if we can find out what happened to him or where he's at. So talk to a guard at the entrance or stables of Snowbourne about Gleowine. Okay, so we gotta make our way back to Snowbourne, which is just south of us. Or we could do our milestone. Okay. So, for example, question about, you know, free to play and stuff. So you get a milestone as part of the introduction to the game. When you come out of the introduction, they give you 1 milestone. So you always have 1 milestone skill. You can buy more of them in the in-game store. You can have a total of 10, 11, 12, somewhere in that range. Total number of milestone skills that you could possibly get. So I have gone and bought extras because I like the convenience of that. Most of your travel skills will run you an hour. They have an hour cooldown. But you can buy, there's 3 different things you can purchase in the store. One that does a 30-minute cooldown faster on these, one that's a faster cooldown on these, and one that's a faster cooldown across things. And so I have all 3 of those, so all of my travel skills are 5 minutes of a cooldown. So I can use them again right away, basically. So those are the sorts of things where it's like, yes, it's free to play. Yes, you have access to all these things. But here's some ways you can make your game life easier on yourself. But not something you need to worry about when you're first playing it because you don't know all these things. So yeah, that sort of thing. Hello again.
I do not think I've seen your friend.
So we're asking the guard, and he says, that description is not familiar to me. Many ragged folk came through. I don't think I've seen your friend. Try southwest of here by the barracks. There was a disturbance there, and with all the new people in town, who knows? Maybe your friend is there. Okay, so we're gonna go. Oh, I think I don't want to be. Oh, hey. She was pulling on my mouse cable. I think she was like trying to climb up. She's a climber. There you go. And I need to get on a not war steed because I'm not good at navigating a war steed through town. Senkos, I'm glad you're really enjoying the game. I think it's wonderful. So that's nice that you have have recently joined the ranks of a Lotro player. It's pretty awesome. Sorry, I am actually allergic to cats, but I love the cats, so I can't, so I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna be sniffly. That's how it goes. I think I got a little fur in my face though. So, Weir Willow has said that through level 95 is free, so all the way through Rohan. Gondor and After are not free, but most of it's been given away free a number of times. That's a good point. In the summer of 2020, when lots of people were home, there's an overpowering smell of ale as we approach a drunken man who happens to be Gleowine. It's in his name, like Gleowine. I mean, come on.
Stay out of...
So we found him alive, but very, very drunk. Uh-oh. Let's talk to this lady and see what she has to say. Is this your friend? He has been deep in his cup since yesterday, and he's of no use to anyone until he crawls out again. And so she has a remedy that we can put together. Now, I am kind of, rushing through some of what they're saying here. When you play the game, I absolutely suggest that you read through it because the writing in the game is really nicely done. The people you can see how there's kind of like different authors through time, and there's sometimes when they have like such fun humor in the game. For example, we just went through a series of things leading up to here where we did some session play where basically they put you into the body of a character and you kind of watch things play out. And what it was watching that part of the fellowship where they've gotten to the I went in the Great River, and they have to decide, are they going to go to Minas Tirith where Boromir wants them to go, or are they going to go make a kind of a beeline towards Mount Doom? And here, we're gonna grab some of this honeycomb. Nice, okay. I've got some nice dripping delicious honey. That sounds really good. Anyway, so there's that whole breaking of the fellowship basically, right? And so one time you play through as Frodo, having to think about it, making your decisions. You kind of like hear the voices of other people that you listen to Elrond and the advice he would have given you, all these very different things like that. So you play through once as Frodo, and the whole thing about, holy crap, here's Boromir, and I've got the letter from her. And Boromir tries to take the ring from you, and you're like, oh no, I gotta run, and then you put the ring on and you run away, and you feel like Sauron is looking for you, and they take the ring off, and then you're like, I gotta go. So you play through that part, and then you play through as Boromir, and Boromir, and how he's like, come on, I just need the ring, I'm a strong guy, I can handle it, all of that, right? And then you also play through as Sam, where they all realize that Frodo's not back yet. And then they talk with Boromir, and they're like, hey, Boromir, have you seen Frodo? And he's like, well, yes, and also no. And they're like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, you know, he disappeared, and I don't know, things got a little weird. And they're like, oh my God. You know, Aragorn realizes how bad this is. And so they're like, we gotta go find him. And like, you know, Merry and Pippin go running off. And they're like, wait, come back. And it's like this whole scene. It's fantastic. And so Sam is like with Aragorn, and then he's gonna be like, now wait a minute, let me think about this. And you use Hobbit common sense. It's a skill that they give Sam. It's totally cute. It's his only skill. Like, you notice how unlike my bars, I have all these various skills. Like Sam gets one, and it's Hobbit sense in that instance. So that's really cute. So it's really fun to go through and play as these different characters. And so in that one, when you are playing as Boromir, it's like this is in the tweet that I sent out today in anticipation of streaming, but it was like that Hobbit, that other Hobbit, the Hobbit's steward or something like that. Yeah, that Hobbit's assistant or something. The elf, the dwarf. Like, he's just not, you know. Oh, is he awaiting us? No. Oh, it's a finish. Okay, we'll finish that. Yeah, we won't bother with that. But man, that whole Rook storyline is hilarious. In a sometimes haha and sometimes really annoying kind of way. But I still am amused by it. Anyway, so things like that where they put that in the humor, because obviously that weren't the names when you're playing as Sam or when you're playing as Frodo. So it's pretty funny. So anyway, so last summer, oh yeah, I still need one more cabbage. I'll take this one. Summer of 2020, when everybody was home, they did a code where you got a whole bunch of expansions for free. And that would have gotten you, past like into Gondor and all sorts of stuff. Because there's also like kind of, see, here's the problem is since I've been VIP, and I went VIP pretty early because there was still a cap on how much gold you could carry. And it was 2 gold, which you can get 2 gold reasonably quickly in the game, especially if you're going and selling off all your crap, which I was. So I got annoyed by that. I'm like, okay. And then we got to Moria, and you could do like the main quest line through Moria, but all the side quests and stuff you can't do unless you have the expansion. So finally I was like, okay, we're just gonna go VIP, I'm gonna buy the expansion, we're just gonna do all the things. And so that kind of was like, so I've been a VIP for a while, and I'm not good at separating out what you get for free in the game and what you get as a VIP, because I know there's areas that are open to me as a VIP that are not. All right, so they're getting Gleowine to be unstupid from his alcoholic.
As long as he knows the danger.
And Gleowine has decided that maybe he should travel with us.
I am in favor of this journey, if you are.
Yeah, so we are adding another one to our merry little band. So now we have Horn and Corridon and Gleowine. And of course there's the 2 of us. So anyway, so it's as I was saying, it's worth it to like read the all the writing that they have in there, because sometimes there's allusions to things, like if you're listening to the audiobook like I've been doing, or if you're reading the book, the books, the Fellowship of the Ring and whatnot, the whole Lord of the Rings series, it'll be interesting because you'll hear something and you're like, oh my gosh, I just saw that in the game, you know. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool how they've been able to do so many little details. For example, early on, when the hobbits are leaving the Shire and they take a rest in the green country, and there's a fox that's kind of like, I wonder why these hobbits are out, outdoors and wandering around, and taking a nap under this tree. Oh well. And you run across a fox in that exact spot in the game. So that's pretty cool. Like little details like that, I think are pretty neat. All right, we have a child here, and
Can you not see how busy I am?
let's see. We are looking for Gleowine's map, and one of the kids has it. So we're gonna go and try and find the child who's running around with one of Gleowine's possessions, if we can. If I can jump over, there we go. All right, I am following you. Thank you. We're gonna go check down by the water. So yeah, so I'm playing on a legendary server, and on this legendary server, there are some things that you can earn, some titles, things like that. Oh, the adventure begins for Snowbourne. I don't think you really wanted to be involved with these attackers, little kid. I mean, maybe. Phew, I'm really tired. Maybe I should rest a bit. Uh-oh, here comes another one. Ah, this is dangerous work, little guy. What are you thinking? He tosses you the map and runs back to Snowbourne. Maybe you better take this. Adventuring is hard work. I agree. Good job. Good choice. Yeah, so we're working on gaining some of the special things you can do. So Athel there has one of the portrait frames on that you can get from Legendary Server. I think, would you say that one is the Great River? Yeah, the Great River frame. That one's nice. I'm wearing, I forget what it's called, but it's the one when you get to level 65 on a Legendary Server. Yeah, Blaze of Hope. I think that's the one I have on mine. You can see it around my name over there. So, yeah. Wow, you're level 86 already. We had been kind of ignoring Anor for a while because a new legendary server, Treebeard, opened, and hang on, I've lost track of my mouse. There we go. And so we've been spending a lot of our time on Treebeard because it started at the beginning for us, which is fantastic, and it's also we are we have busy lives with other things, and so as much as we want to spend a lot of time in the game, we don't always have that ability. So Anor was moving like to the next expansion. So like it starts off with, hey, this is just the area you had when you first started the game, and then like some number of months later, it's like, okay, now have the next area, which was Moria, and then have the next area, which is Mirkwood and Enidwaith, and then have the next area. And so slowly your world expands and expands and expands, right? But it's nice when you start off, you just have this small slice that you're enjoying. Oh, where are we going? Harwick.
Our mission is
I have not been to Harwick yet, it would appear. Shall we ride over? Across the land? Not what you had in mind? Oops. Hang on. Parth Galen. Okay, we're going to Parth Galen. Sure, sounds good. Yeah. Okay. So Anor kind of fell into this kind of like every 3 to 4 months kind of time frame when the next expansion was coming out, and that was just too fast for us. We could not keep up. Also, on the server, you're earning about 60% of normal. So like on a regular server, you're earning like 100% of experience for like monster kills and whatnot. And going to Mansing's encampment. Okay. And on here, on Anor, you earn about 60% of your normal amount of experience that you would earn. So it does slow down how fast you're leveling, which is nice because, if you're spending time in any area for any period of time, on a regular server, you out-level it really, really fast because you're just gaining so much experience so quickly. So the nice thing about these legendary servers is that you're going slower, and you have more time to really just, smell the roses and enjoy all the quests and really explore a whole area. So that's really cool. But Anor was just moving too fast for us, and we could not keep up as the next expansion would open up. So when are we doing more mounts? Okay, hang on a second.
I only got 1 plus XP during
Yeah, I don't know where my other one is. Hang on. I'll put my war steed on. Alright, don't go up any hills. Wow, I'm not even moving. Let's see if I can follow you now. Okay. Yeah, so when Treebeard opened, first of all, it was only doing 40% of experience instead of 60%, so we like that even better. And then also, the stated intention is that it's every 6 months that you go to the next expansion. So we knew we had a good 6 months every time we got an expansion. So that was good, and that seems to be more our speed. So we are just into Mirkwood, which is the second expansion over on Treebeard. But with Anor closing, we kind of said, well, let's go and check out our characters that have been sitting here, kind of being left alone for the last year or so, and see if there's things that we can earn here that we haven't, earned on Treebeard because Treebeard's not there yet or whatever, and see if we can grab a few more things before the server closes. Sorry, I didn't have dash on. That would explain why you're getting far away. I'm catching up. Yeah, so when we got back on our characters here, I don't know, a week or two ago, I was like 10 levels ahead of Athel. But now Athel's caught up to me almost. Athel's at level 86, I'm at level 88. So that's funny. Yeah, you have 2 of the experience earrings on, huh? There's earrings you can get in, oops, hang on. My war steed doesn't know where she's going. Let's try this direction. Sorry, I ended up trying to climb a cliff. The war steeds kind of handle like giant boats. We kind of joke it's like Lotro drift, like Tokyo drift, but it's Loco drift or whatever. Yeah, kind of like. It's pretty funny. Whoa! Now I'm ahead of you. Didn't mean to do that. I'll just keep going towards the arrow. Tell me to stop if I need to. A battered ring of Rohan. Oh, those are, yes. There's something to use those for. I think it's for some capes that you get over in the Isengard area, having to do with, I think you need those for a thing. Werewolf might remember better than I do. Oh, hey, we've discovered Feldberg. Instead of a ship named Evergiven, it's Evan Dim Given. The boat that got, yes, that got stuck in the canal. Oops. Are we going in here? Yes, hard to steer. Exactly. No, this is Feldberg. We discovered it, though. I think it was already here. Yeah, our arrow is still pointing us north. To the north. To the north we shall go. Okay. Yeah, so that deed log that I just had open, as you finish deeds, like, discover these 8 places in this area, like that kind of thing, you get Lotro points. And then you can use those Lotro points in the store to buy these things that I was talking about, like extra milestones or shorter milestone cooldowns, things like that. Quality of life improvements. Oopsie. There we go. Oh, yep, okay.
Get the staple master over here.
Yeah, that sounds like a grand idea. All right, I've made it into Gárwig. I'm not sure where to go. North. Oh, well, that's good. I found a wall. Oh, hey, but I think there's a horse there. Ho, 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 ho. Excellent. Let's run over to say hi to that stable master. It's very important. Stable masters are some of the best people to know in this world. All right, I have met the stable master here in Gárwig. Woohoo! Welcome to the stable master. To the mead hall. Okay. For a second, I thought meat hall. That sounds good. I guess I'm hungry. What am I gonna do for dinner? Not really sure. And before, just went to the grocery today, and I didn't really. Yeah. I have stuff to make dinner with, but I don't know that I necessarily want to cook dinner tonight. Yeah, I know, it's terrible. I might have you just make some rice or something so I can just put some rice and cheese together or something. Who doesn't like rice and Parmesan cheese? All right, so book 10, chapter 3,
Yes.
no word from Wildermore.
So far away and comfortable.
He says, yes, what word from Fastred, so far away and comfortable. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of, like, drama between all of these people. I'm not even... Okay, so we gotta go talk to... I'm not gonna take his other stuff, I don't think, right? He has more things. Oh, current quest. Oh, I can turn that in.
Leave
Excellent.
find welcome here.
Okay, no. I don't think we need to
Cannot wait for
ride
the
for
darkness
Harding.
to abate. Rohan must rally.
We are gonna go there. We're trying to stay the course here. We're trying to like stay on target of just do the epic line, because what we normally do is we do everything, which is great. It just takes a lot of time, and so we're trying to see how far we can get in the epic line before we, before the server goes away, and also, how many things I can. Yeah, I know, right? Stay on target. Stay on target. It's so easy to get distracted because there's so many interesting little storylines, but we're gonna see if we can stay out of these people's drama for a little while. The plot came from behind. Okay, so we need to go to Gleowine out here. Oh, see? Oh wait, he's on the porch. Oh, this is where he introduces us to the map. So he has a map.
A road runs into Wildermore.
And
See
yes,
on the
so
map
completing
where
this
it
quest
leads?
unlocks optional interludes that you can do in Gleowine's map, where you go and check out different things. It's an interesting mechanic. I found I enjoyed it.
I was born in Wildermore.
So now in the
eager to
future, if
see
you
it
click on
again.
his map, you can do these little interludes, and at the end of the
disappearance of Harding's men.
10 interludes, I think, you get... Is it Gleowine's harp? Is that where you get it?
Well, I think it might be a legendary thing.
We may end up doing that at some point. Probably not right now, though, because I think they're solo quests. Yeah, so we can do that another time. Okay, so now we need to travel to the town of Skilfig in the Rithen Downs.
You know, I'm not seeing a legendary deed for it.
Oh, there might not be a legendary deed for it. Okay, so before is the person who created the deed tracker, and the deed tracker, which is this little darling. Let me pull it up. Here we go, deed tracker. Boom, and it maps up to the deed log in the game. But the cool thing is you can do searching in it. You can see your percentage progress. So like, for example, you can see that, under the class quests or quest deeds that are available to me, I have completed 24 out of the 38. So I'm 63% done with that. Of the race and social deeds, I've done 41% of them, and so on. So you can kind of see like, oh, okay, well, for legendary server stuff, where am I at? And so you can, track it that way rather than trying to track it with the in-game deed log. Because the other thing is the in-game deed log doesn't show you hidden deeds, and it doesn't show you any deeds that you haven't started. So if you're like, hey, I know there's a deed to do blah, 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 if you haven't started it, it's not going to show up on the in-game one.
That's on my head.
Yep, and then there are some that are hidden, exactly.
Like the legendary deeds.
A lot of the legendary server specific deeds are hidden. So you just kind of end up stumbling across them, or people have stumbled across them enough. So the cool thing is there is a Lotro wiki, and I have made extensive use of that, to the point where both of us are, we go and, I'm not sure editor is the right term, but there's a tier hierarchy thing. I think we're editors on that. We're reliable enough that we provide accurate enough information when we do make no modifications or add things and whatnot. So anyway, yeah. So it's the Lotro Wiki is just a fan-based website and fan-maintained website also. So you know, it's only as good as the amount of time people have to work on it. And with the legendary stuff, because there's a lower population on the legendary servers than there is on the live servers, and also live servers is what they call them. The standard, regular paced servers. Hang on, I think I've stopped moving. Oh, interesting. Okay. My screen is gone black. It's about to on your screen, I think. You'll see it here in a second. There it is. Check that out.
We'll give your computer a chance to catch up.
Yeah. Well, I'm caught up now. Oh, and so some of the other servers have been around for like, 10, 12, maybe 15 years. So there's like a long history of people being on them, whereas the legendary servers have only been open for a couple of years. And so, you haven't had like thousands of people combing over these same legendary deeds over and over again. And then some subset out of there happen to also be people who edit the wiki. Because that's what you need. You need people who are not only playing, but also interested in editing the wiki. So we do, but not all the time. Oh, hey, I think I shot that archer. Or if I didn't, I sure meant to. There we go. For good measure. Hey, I'm gonna grab this Rittermark Skarn. Ah, sweet. I am probably running out of room in my inventory. Again. Why do I have fireworks on me? Hang on a second. Yeah, that's fair. It's, they've got a torch. Oh, wait, let's get rid of the box of spoils. Excellent. Oh, I got, what's this? It's a spotted warsteed, but I just got that and it's bound to character. That's really sad because that's really cool. They went more deep on like legendary server, sorry, warsteed, like cosmetics and things like that for a while. And like they included them in these boxes and stuff, but it seems like I don't know, I really like that they did that. I think that stuff's fun, but what is the swamp cabbage? Oh, that. Never mind. We don't want that. It does some effect. It does this effect where it kind of like blinds people around you. Here, I'll show you real quick. Hang on, I'm going to use the swamp cabbage. There we go. And see, everybody falls down like they're hypnotized. It's very silly. Yeah. We're gonna be selling that swamp cabbage. I do not have a need for it. So these banners that you see outside of each of these towns, you can earn them through those boxes of spoils sometimes. So that's kind of fun. I did that at one point. Yeah, I was trying to. There we go. I'm really bad at clicking on things sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, I was collecting them at one point. I was like, yes, I have all these flags. And then like, I bought a house and I started putting them all in my houses and stuff. And I was like, wow, I really need a lot more housing spots than I have access to. So my interest in those flags has waned, I have to say.
This land is
So cool. We found Woodfara, a rider of Hardings, and the Aldor of the North March. He's in this land at his request, but he's fallen prey to some difficulties. Cannot yet make his return. Bad stuff happening. Go check it out. I mean, that's the TLDR there for you. I like the snowy place though. It's kind of fun. Oh, who's that? Oh, Corridon's with us. Hey, bud. Why am I not getting a name over cordon? That's weird. That was happening with Horn earlier. Oh, I have a horse. I don't want my horse to eat yet. Oh, Horn didn't have his name over his head. Yeah, I know, right? Just like me getting stuck on things. That happens. That happens a lot. Alright, apparently I'm going to war steed up. Where'd the kitty cat go? Did she go take a nap? I don't know where she ran off to. I'm like, wait, she's not still right behind me, is she? You'd think I would have noticed if she was right behind me still.
She is not.
Yes. Okay, I'm on my war steed and I'm out of town. We're gonna go do a quick exploration. So we need to find a white hand camp in the southeast. So they're cottoning on to the fact that they keep running across baddies that have a white hand stamped on things. So like, what's up with this? So we're off to go find a white hand camp, and we are looking for Redbeard, I think it is. Training camp, and we need to defeat some mounted combat foes in the Rhythm Downs. And we needed to find a haunted fishing village, and that's where we are. It's not that haunted. There's stuff going on here, but it seems haunted. So
Just
because of all the ghosts, or spirits, or things. Evakaika. Yeah, I'm being shot at. That's exciting. We'll just keep on moving. That is one nice thing I like about the war steeds is you can outrun things. I'm like, out. Hey, I was just talking about you. Wonder where you'd gotten off to. Did you hear me talking about you? Were your ears burning, little cat? Yes. Hi. Yeah, in a second. Let me see if I can follow you. Nope, my screen just went black. Hey, wanna come up? She's looking at me like, what? Yeah, so there's one of the downsides of the war mounts that Nafadil's over there talking about before is that basically because you can go so fast, you go faster than the textures can load. Especially on our computers, I should say. So we're playing using laptops, and then we've got like dual monitors and stuff. It's pretty cool. But it's possible that maybe they're not intended for, you know, streaming and recording and playing and, you know, all the things that I try to get my computer to do. Although it seemed like when we first got the computers, they didn't struggle as much. So I don't know if it's just because over time you add more and more stuff to your computer and all these things. Hey, Rohirrim Defenders, thanks. All right, hey, we've discovered Redbeard's camp. Thrym Redbeard. His training camp is packed with supplies and men eager for battle, but is it enough? Hey, Thrym, how's it going? Hang on, we gotta come say hi to Thrym. So I'm gonna hail him. I know he's busy. He's in the middle of a conversation, so I was just, you know, popping by, saying hi. Yeah, and you start flirting with him. Oh, oops. Well, let me get out of here and I'll switch over. Okay. We're gonna do not war mounts, I hear. Oh, she wandered off again. So I got these cute little beds from IKEA for the cats. And they're actually beds for dolls. But I saw the shelter where we got the cats from. They had like the cute little beds in like the rooms where the cats were. At least the room where these cats were. I assume they have them in many of the rooms. And I just thought, well, isn't that just cute? And she seemed very comfortable on such a thing. So I thought, cool, I'll get these cat beds from IKEA, and they will be like, hey, you know, this is familiar and comfortable and all of that, right? Yeah, they haven't used them at all. I've tried like putting clothes of mine on them to, you know, so it has a familiar scent. Like I got these cute little pillows that are like child-sized pillows that fit perfectly on there. I was making like covers to go over the little pillows, so it would be like they're like the mattress, you know, like the bed mattress. Yeah, like all of this. And she hasn't expressed an interest at all. Like, okay, of course, that's how it goes. Oh, I'm being chased by a barghest. I will not try to grab that. All right, I'm a little behind you because I stopped to get some scarn and didn't realize I was in combat. All right, so what are we looking for here? Nope, that's a new deed. Slayer of mounted foes in Wildermore. And there's some Rittermark scarn. What's going on around here? I know, but I got some oak. I see some oak branches. I'm gonna grab those.
Stuff here is actually our level though.
Oh, stuff here is our level. That's fun. We've been over leveled for so long. It's entertaining when we find things of our own level now. Anyway, so I've set some stuff down. I put one of the beds next to my chair here, and thinking maybe, you know, she might enjoy that, and then I could reach down and pet her from time to time, because she does like that. She likes to be near us, but not on us necessarily. And oh, we've encountered Foulwing. Okay. So then I set a bag down on it yesterday, and then she curls up on the bed next to the bag. So I just had to, like, you know, act like she wasn't gonna want it, and then she wants it. That's typical. Yes, so yeah, I keep getting stuff for the cats. I can't help it, they're just so cute. So we got her a little, well, we got them a toy, but he's not really big on toys. I mean, he's really big on just sleeping, actually. Like, that's his main, yeah, activity. Oh, hey, hang on a second. First of all, save that. Second of all, that's something I don't know. We're gonna learn a new skill. Well, a new pattern, a new thing. All right, and then, okay, I'll save that for you. I'll save that for you, but I can sell these. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, you're not on my screen. How weird. Hey, I'm following you now, I think. Excellent. Oh, anyway, so we got this thing, and it's like got little holes in the sides, and the idea is you put treats in the top, and then it's plastic, and it has like levels, and as they reach in and they can knock the food down from one level to the next. So that's what she was playing with just a minute ago. You might have heard it in the background, but you can't see it. No, you can't see it on my screen. Someday we might change, especially since if the cats are going to be more active, we might change like what you can see on my screen. Not today though. Not gonna worry about it today. But when before streams after me, you will be able to see her, because we did make sure like it was in range of where you can see. So we did plan ahead for him. Hey, I want to get off my horse so I can help. Need a valid target. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of them here. Why? Let's shoot things. There we go. I mean, this is where mounted combat is what's intended, you know, so you can like chase these things around while you're on your mounted stuff. So I get that. It's just with the new legendary items, our weapons are so good. So it's really hard to be like it's hard to do any other kind of combat. I mean, it's not about mounted combat. It's just like anything that's not me and my legendary item, basically. Because my legendaries are so good now. I mean, they were before, but they're just, like, they took it to the next level. Big time. Love it. She's going prowling around. Alright, what we got here? Cool. Speed experience. More goop. Okay. I call it goop. You know, I have piles and piles of these. I should get rid of some of these. Oh, you can reforge your weapon. Nice. All right, so look at all these essences and things. Okay, so there's 3 of those. Ooh, 3,000 morale. That's nice. And that's 2,800. Hey. No, she, at their previous house, our understanding is that they were indoor-outdoor cats. And we have not arranged that yet. We're working on it. We checked into getting a like a catio, and so they could go in and out, but they weren't going to be able to build it until November. So we're like, I kind of want something a little sooner than that, you know. And we started to realize that one of the issues with the catio is, so we have this really lovely awning that's perfect for the angle that the sun comes in for us at this time of day. Because we're in the Netherlands, so it's like late afternoon here, and the sun will just come right in our faces. But this is perfect, the awning is. And we were going to have to adjust the awning or get rid of it or something in order to accommodate the catio. And that was not what we wanted, so anyway, we're rethinking the whole thing. Anyway, but I see something in chat. So Ario Dodger says, hi, I'm new here. Aw, just want to say I love your pride colors of Pride Month as framed for your image. Well, thank you. Yeah, I do have that on there. And it's so funny because I know that June is considered Pride Month for a lot of countries. But I think the big Pride Parade here in the Netherlands is in July. It was when was it? No, wait, no, it was also in June. It was in June because we had some visitors then. So anyway, thank you very much. I like having that on there all year round. For me, all year round works. Is that a regular mount? Okay, cool. Me too. Oh, so what we're gonna do for the cats instead, just to go back to the cats. So instead of a big catio, we're gonna try and get like a door built into the side of the wall leading to the outdoors. And then we have like a little outbuilding at the back, and we're going to fence that in and then just make like a little tunnel between the house and the outbuilding so that the way can get back and forth between the two. I mean, I say outbuilding, it's like a 3/4 kinds of thing. So it's got a big open side. So they'll have plenty of fresh air and they can hang out. And we're debating, like, you know, does it extend out into the grass or not? Or do we just like make the tunnel to the thing as kind of phase 1, and then, like, you know, beyond that we could remove parts of the tunnel and put extra little building pieces or whatnot in there, because there's lots of cute little, I don't know what to call them, but like little miniature greenhouse kind of ideas for cats or for rabbits or whatever. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Plus, I was also really not sure about the idea of having something that was like permanent to the house. Because what if we, you know, someday want to sell the house, and, you know, I'd want to take with us whatever we have put in place for the cats, and that would be a little difficult to take it. Plus, it would mean maybe drilling holes in the brick and all that. So instead, we're going to carve a big hole in the brick. Okay. But hopefully it works. Hopefully it'll work out. Funny thing is, I had some plants in the house, and they were starting to kind of take over the counters because the local grocery store here, it seems like every couple years they do these cute little pots you can get for kids. There is intended for kids, but you can grow little plants, and then you're supposed to put them in a larger plant, and then eventually, like, maybe they move outside. One year it was like herbs and stuff, so, you know, basil and stuff like that. Basil. And then this past time it was flowers. So like little red flowers, little pink flowers, things like that. So my plan was to grow these, get them strong enough, transplant them outside, hopefully into the grassy area, because I want to get rid of the grass and have like not grass. Haven't done that yet. Anyway, so the plants were kind of taking over the counter space, and that was less than ideal. So I got a cute little miniature greenhouse thing, and I just put that together today and put the plants outside. So yay for that. That was outside. The neighbors. But I just realized when I was doing that that's right where we were talking about putting the cat door. So there may be a shifting over of my plants and stuff. Have them go through the greenhouse. Probably not, because part of the plants that are in there are not for cats. I don't think cats going through the greenhouse. It's not that big of a green. I mean, like, really, it's like barely as wide as my chair, I think. Yeah, okay, maybe it's about this wide. It's like this deep. It's like super cheap, but it's really cute, and it's doing the job for now. And it allows me to kind of see what it is I really want to do out there. I'm still not sure, so it's okay. Okay, so this guy is freaked out by the stuff he's been seeing around here. Yeah. Hey, Cordon the elf.
This creature knows you. Must
He's
be
like,
of
wow,
enormous
this is
size."
raising a lot more questions than we had before. Where's Gleowine? What's going on? Let's regroup a little bit. And that's Horn? Yeah, that's Horn. Let's go find Gleowine. What's he know about this thing? So what's going on in this part here is, I'm just gonna skip to the chase. There's this part of the storyline, Saruman is trying to cause trouble everywhere he goes. And so he has done some things. Oh, this is where Gleowine grew up. So he's really sad about what's happening to his town and stuff. But so Saruman has gone and basically, what was it, like a shard that had like some evil imbued into it, and combined that with a living creature who was really mad about some things and was like, I can make you super strong, kind of thing. And the creature that was mad is like, yeah, let's do that. But what it ended up doing was basically
Sometimes that is all it
corrupting
takes,
that
is it not?
creature.
Time?
And
Time to think.
so
Rohan
they're
could
just
not have a
basically, this
Wildermore
creature is
shaped
going
cat
off
with its
on a
modern
rampage
defenses.
around here, seeking revenge on people, and so it seems really chaotic at first, but it turns out that like there's a whole thing going on behind the scenes that you piece it all together later on. So that's what we're doing here, is we're learning pieces of this mystery while we are also like bopping from place to place. Hey, this is a milestone. Did you want to set a milestone here?
Outside of the next town.
Okay. We do have a stable master here, that's true. Okay, cool. So yeah, I really do like this Wildermore area where everything is all snowy, and it's just a very different kind of atmosphere and terrain that you get to play around in. So that's kind of fun. I mean, you do get that with some of the dwarven areas too. But this is different because, you know, it's one of the areas of encampments of man instead of dwarves. So it's, yeah, it just has a very different feel to it. And I like that. So, yeah. So let's see. I'll be on for about another half hour here. So if you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, Lotro related, ideally, but not required. Obviously, I talk about cats. I talk about making things. I crochet, and I dabble in knitting. We are also learning Dutch, so that's part of our. I don't know if I would call that a pastime. It's not so much a hobby. It's more of a, I don't know, requirement almost. I mean, you don't have to learn Dutch to live here, but you should. Yeah. Oh, so that's why the cat was crying earlier, by the way, is because she wants to go out. She definitely understands where the front door is, and that's a portal to the outdoors, but we are resistant on letting her out. So yeah, I contacted like some handyman service, and hopefully they'll be able to like help us out. And we have an appointment with them Thursday, I think, for them to come out and take a look. It's either this Thursday or a week. Oh, it might be a week from Thursday. Even longer. So poor cat. She's just gonna be so sad. We did go ahead and buy harnesses for the cats to see if, you know, how desperate really is she to go outside. And so we put the harness on her, and she was like, what is, no. She was not exactly thrilled with this idea. And then, like, I've got her on the leash, she's wearing the harness, and I've like got the door open, and she's just like, what do you expect from me? I was like, I expect you to come outdoors with me. So eventually I like, every time she would make a step towards the door, I'd kind of like rein in the leash a little bit, you know, so that way she was like closer and closer to the door. And then finally I think I just went and picked her up and took her outside and was like, here's the outdoors. And she started to kind of look around a little bit, and she was very like, I don't know why I'm on this thing. I don't know why you're doing this to me. It was, I don't know, it was kind of funny. So she did get outside. She did smell a few things, but eventually it was like, okay, I guess we're just gonna take you back inside. There's the stable master. Hello.
There's a milestone.
We're gonna bind to this milestone.
Provisions.
Let's see, I have Minas Tirith Midsummer. I don't need that anymore. Not for 11 months. I do love how the milestones go, like little flame comes up. That's fun when you set a milestone. The Rohan ones. Okay, well this is Wildermore, but the Rohan ones, a lot of them are like these big, tall, carved structures with shields and stuff on them, which, I mean, it looks really cool, but they don't have the flame, and so when you do the thing, there's no visual thing to show you that you did it, which is, like, I feel like it's a missed opportunity there. All right, so apparently we're going in to talk to the Reeve here in the Mead Hall. Oh my gosh, we still got to do our Mead Hall tour sometime. So when we were first doing this series of quests, everybody has a Mead Hall, as you may have noticed. Like every Reeve has a Mead Hall. And some Mead Halls, like we have Mead Hall standards. Yes, no foom, says before. Yes, 10 out of 10. This one's great. We love this one. You walk in the door and you have straight access to the Reeve. There's no trying to maneuver around things, right? Like the straight shot is fantastic. You've got, I do like the fire though, the fire pits along this. I would say maybe we're talking 9 out of 10 here. I don't know, we'll see. It is cozy, absolutely, as a Mead Hall I think should be, but it also has that kind of grandeur that you need. So, that's true. You can run between these. Like that's good. The running in between is nice. I feel like it's maybe like having the seating to the outside. So you've got your heat in the center, your seating to the outside. I don't know. I feel like there's like maybe an imbalance of where the heat is versus where the people are. Like I almost feel like you need to have the tables and the heat around them. But I have to say, I do appreciate how they have the heat separated here. It's not just one big bonfire, because they do that in some places where it's like one giant rectangle of fire. Like, that's not useful. I like these separate ones. Although, I have to say from a maintenance standpoint, having all these different ones might make it a little harder, whereas having one big one might make it a little easier. But I still think this is superior because you can adjust where the fires are happening based on where you need them to be. So if you have a smaller group of people, you could just do the fires up the front with the front tables, call it good. I still think you need to have fire on more sides of the tables though. I think this whole separation of tables to the outside, fire in the middle, somebody's gonna get cold. I mean, fair. If you get too hot, yeah, you can sit to the outside or you just walk outside. I mean, there's that. And I noticed the barrels are on the outside, and you do want to keep your barrels cool. I feel like you could do almost a separation within the space where you've got, where you've got like the barrels and things to the back. So you could have like the cool stuff in one part of the room and the warm section part of the room. Like, I feel like you could do more of that. Oh, let's see. Okay, so we have to defeat Uruk-hai. Am I jumping down? Oh, look at you. You're on down here. We have to defeat Uruk-hai along the shores. Oh, looks like we're just going to hop on down here. We're going down to the shore. I mean, I guess that's one way to do it. Zoom. So what did you do today? Well, you know, I fell down some rocks on my way to get to the shore. Well, so far so good, actually. We haven't encountered a bunch of damage, so that's all right. All right, that worked out pretty well, actually. Yes. I removed my incredulity here. All right, so we need to burn supply barrels along this along the shore, and defeat the Uruk-hai that are down here. And Ethel's doing a great job of that. Now, are you getting credit for the barrels that I'm doing, or do you have to do them also? I'm at 2 out of 4, but we've done them both together. So let's see. Okay, looks like we have to individually do them. Good to know. Okay. And what does this say? Deed bestowed. Forlaw Explorer. So many deeds. Yeah, normally with our characters we go and we're very deed completionist focused, so we try to do all the deeds, but with these characters we are not doing that right now. We're trying to just stay focused on the epic quest line. Yes, see how far we can get. See if we can get the legendary titles and things that are available to us. I definitely need to go and do some legendary Angmar. No, not Angmar. Legendary Moria. And so they're, yeah, Angmar, Moria, and Mirkwood. But I'm doing pretty good on Angmar. I should double check to see how much more I need, but we're pretty close, I think. Oh, hey, there's some more Wildermore Skarn over here. I'm gonna go take a look. They're hiding it behind that tent. Well, it's quite a ways. I was expecting it closer. I need to talk to the Reeve. Do we have a milestone up there? I think we do, don't we? To Forlaw?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.
3 of them. 3 out of the 4 laws. Yeah. Oh yeah, so I'll be on for about another half hour. And then before we'll be on and talking about plugins in his show Plugging Along. And then is our completionist, we have a new streamer who's coming on after before. She wasn't feeling well last week and ended up not streaming. So yeah, I7, she is back. Okay, cool. Well, I saw something come across, but I didn't check. Hang on, let me check our little group chat and see. Nope, she's still not feeling good. What a bummer. Aww. No fun when you're not feeling good. Well, I hope she feels better soon. Okay, so next week she might be back. See, I do love, you gotta say, gotta love the straight shot. So good. No jumping, no winding around, no going to the outside and getting stuck on things. Man, it's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. This guy is a bit fatalistic. Once Nurzum, that's the character, that's the creature, comes to town, we all perish. There's there's nothing to be done. Yeah. He doesn't see that. He has no hope at the moment. Let's see what Horn. Horn, do you have hope? Yes, they say the Reeve has given up hope. You are correct. He's like, I'm sure the Reeve said that we should go and do something about this. He's like, oh, i7, good to see you in chat. Yes, I'm so sad that you're not going to be streaming. Hey, what is your stream called again? I totally forgot. Like, completionist with something. I can't remember the name of it. I was gonna mention it and then I couldn't remember. But yes, so when she's streaming, she has this completionist character, and she's going and doing all the things, which of course, you know, we are also often completionist characters. So I was like, yes, another one. Questing with Caladrea. There it is. Questing with Caladrea the completionist. Nice. It's a little bit of a tongue twister. I love it. All right, so no questing with Caladrea the completionist today, but come back next week, and she will hopefully be back and feeling better. Oh, hey, we have. Yes, we're. Uh-oh. Did I reassure him in time? Nope, he ran away. Right. If we reassure the people at the same time, I think we can both get credit. So we're reassuring the villagers, hey, everything's gonna be okay. Don't say anything about what the Reeve actually said. Yes. But yes, what B4 says, we hope you feel better. Oh, dang it. Honey, if you and I click at the same time, we both get credit. Because they run away. So, all right. So, I think you did not hear me the first time. So there's a delay between me speaking and what he hears in the headphones. There we go. I was a little slower than you there, but I think I got it. Yes, I got one. Awesome. Go. I hope it went. Yep, I think so. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's true. They do come back. Like, you reassure them, and then they're like, are you sure? So, you know how humans are. They need reassured multiple times sometimes. Go. All right, cool. And then there might be one here in a minute. Oh, I think I see a dot. Where is it? I see a circle. Here's another one. Okay. Ah. Hey, horse guy. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, cool. So this is an example of when you're questing in a fellowship. Sometimes the fellowship stuff, one person does it, it counts for everybody. Sometimes you have things like this where, you know, one person does it and they wander off or whatever, so you have to do them. But if you do it at the same time, which is obviously a lot easier to do when you're in the same room as somebody. It's a lot harder to do when you're trying to do it like at a distance or over voice or something. But it's still possible. Ah. Hey, person, scared villager, let me reassure you. Everything's gonna be okay. All right, let's go talk to Horn. We have helped out some people. Oh, there's a whole storyline that we probably won't be doing, but it takes place a lot through some of the areas of Rohan, and especially when you're getting back to Edoras. He's down here. Of these like 4 guys running around, and they have this like whole sub storyline which I find really interesting. And you run into them off and on as you're going around, but we probably won't worry about trying to do them right now, as we're just zooming through. Yep. So you can see if you just do the epic storyline, you can see how you can progress pretty quickly through things. And that, if you just do that, I suppose the amount of experience that you get on the regular servers might be adequate, might be about the right amount. But the problem is, if you do any other stuff, which, I mean, why would you not? There's always so much cool stuff to do in the game, that it seems like, you know, you just get so much experience so quickly, to the point where we often, on our main characters, even on Treebeard, where we're only getting 40% of the experience, we still have gotten these experience blockers called the Stone of the Tortoise. Because, yeah, as on the screen there, Stone of the Tortoise, because you can buy that in the Lotro store. It's like 100 Lotro points. And we still end up buying those for our main characters because we just level so fast. In fact, I was wearing one on this character because when we were running around and doing stuff here on Anor, I had been playing by myself on Anor, and so I'd just been leveling. I hadn't really been, you know, I'd just been doing it. And then we started playing with a group, and I was like the highest out of the group. So I like turtle stoned, so that way the others could like work on catching up to me. But yeah, and then yeah, so it was kind of crazy for a little while.
This is a generous game.
Yes. Before I was just saying that this is a very generous game when it comes to experience. You get a lot of experience very easily in the game. Like the festivals. I think that's what it was. I was trying to get my character on here up to level 86, I'm pretty sure it was, because at level 6, the traceries that you can get for your legendary item, the things that customize it, those go to the next level, and so they're better than the ones you get in the previous level, which is like the previous tier, which is like level 55 or something like that. Like there's some big jumps, and so I was like level 85, and I'm like, come on, I just need to power up to level 86, and then I'll go ahead and get good traceries and buy what I want and all that sort of stuff. So I was trying to level up really quickly, and the festival was on. The Midsummer Festival was on, so I'm like, all right, I'm doing the festival. And I did. I leveled up like in one day. It was pretty funny. Okay, sure. I am going to use the power of my hunterness to look for a riding, like a warg trainer?
Yeah.
Or a warg rider?
Or
Warg rider, probably. All right, there we go. To the south. There's one. Oh wait, those are trainers, never mind. Wow, there's a lot of warg trainers around here. I did mark it, I'm not sure where it went. Oh, he's running around, of course, because he's riding. Of course. Okay. There we go, thank you. That's 5 out of 5 for me. How about you? Oh. Is he still going? Oh, okay. Yes, corpse. I clicked on it just as the point where it finished, and now its name is Corpse. That's awesome. Okay, so let me follow you there. So what I mentioned earlier, and I might not have explained this at all. So on the legendary servers, at certain tiers, you can talk to a person who will give you a quest, and that quest is called Legendary Angmar, Legendary Moria, Legendary Mirkwood, or Legendary Isengard. I think there's only 4 of them. And they have like a subtitle. So for example, I'm working on Legendary Mirkwood. The full title of it is Legendary Mirkwood Breaking the Dark Sorcery. And so it kind of has that theme of, there's dark sorcery and you're dealing with that. And so you'll see here on my screen, I have it up, and it gives you a list. And here it says in the purple down at the bottom, complete 9 quests and instances out of this list to aid those in Mirkwood. Now, it doesn't tell you which ones you've already done. So, like, if I've already started on these, it's not going to say, you've done 8 already, you just need 1 more. Like, it doesn't say anything. You just kind of have to know or guess. Good luck. So, yes, Duran Thex Dragon, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you as well. Welcome to the show. We are running around on the legendary server of Anor and working our way through the epic storyline. Again? Yeah. My closed captioning keeps getting behind.
it's super low urgency.
Yeah. Nah, it's been doing it a couple times recently. Looking to play after grocery shopping. Excellent. That is a good choice. So. Oh yeah, so I'll come back to that here in a second. Looks like I gotta interact with Horn. Hey Horn. How's it going? What did you find? Well, we tell them what we found. And yeah, there's wargs. There's bad stuff. So we're going to go try and defeat some wargs and collect some crops. Let's collect some salvageable crops before they're all messed up by the bad guys out here. So yeah, so we're definitely in this kind of area where, you know, there's some people living, but it's being invaded by, as you can see, wargs and wolves and, oh, it's Shum. There's a band, Goe, that has a song called Shum, but it's a Ukrainian song about the spring harvest, or the spring and sowing the seeds in the spring. So it's cool. So Shum, it was Shum. Wow, I have 2 empty spaces in my inventory. I probably ought to do something about that. Let me see what I've got. Oh, well, I think I'm also getting random drops now. So let me see if I can start getting rid of some things. Nope. Oh, I might want that. Do I want that? I might want that. We'll hold on to that for a minute. Do I want this necklace? Nah, I like my critical rating. How about this ring? Nope. Nope. Cloak. Even though they're higher levels, it's not. Nope. 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 Oh. Okay. Well, then stop hitting things for just a minute. Or don't do extra combat for a minute. Let me sell off stuff real quick. Okay. There we go. Now I'm back to 14 spaces. My inventory is really bad right now. So as I mentioning earlier, that I'm like, we're the server Anor is closing down in like a month and a half. So I'm like preparing stuff and making piles of things, and you know the chaos that ensues from that sort of thing, right? See, the problem is a lot of it is those boxes, and I can't trade you those. Oh, I do have this experience. Well, we're almost done for the day, so I guess not. And I've got some furniture that I need to figure out where that's going. But hey, I've got some task stuff. I'll hand those over to you. B4 tends to hold all of our task stuff. Just, why have 2 big piles when you could have 1 massive pile? So I just pass it all over. Dragon says, Lotro is one of my favorite peacetime games, so relaxing and beautiful. I agree with you there. It is a beautiful game. All right, there we go. I have put some things in for the trade. Thank you. Hey, look at that horrible goose. Oh, hey, I could get my cat out. There we go. There's my little black cat. My cat named Noir. It means black. It's a little bit meta. And let me shove all that down. Hurrah! Okay, there we go. So, okay, we're gonna go look for salvageable crops. Oh, so I was mentioning about this legendary stuff. So basically, yeah, so we're working on these. So we're working on the legendary Angmar one, and the legendary Mirkwood one, and the legendary Isengard one we really haven't touched. But yeah, Angmar, Moria, and Mirkwood. And so it's this list of things. And once you complete it, like once you've done 9 quests and instances, your choice, potluck, whatever, you finish it and you get 5 of the legendary coins for that thing. So for the Mirkwood, it's 5 legendary coins of Mirkwood. And then you go to that quartermaster and you can barter for things. So, and also when you finish this legendary Mirkwood Breaking the Dark Sorcery, it auto bestows legendary Mirkwood Breaking the Dark Sorcery Advanced, but the Advanced has a timer on it and it expires like, 3 a.m. on Sunday or something. So you have a shorter amount of time to get that one done if you're going to try and do it. But then once you've finished Advanced, or even if you don't finish Advanced, you can drop it. And then, like, when the next one resets, you can pick up the regular one again, and that you have unlimited amount of time to work on. So that's what we're working on, because I want to get those legendary coins, because the barterers have things that you can only get on the legendary service. It's not a huge list, it's just a few things. But there's like the stone trolls that that Bilbo and the dwarves ran into in the Hobbit. You can get yard items of those 3, so I definitely want to get that. So hey Thayan, how is it going for you? We're just talking about legendary server stuff. So the other thing that you can get from the legendary, with those legendary coins, is some of the barterers have like these decorated tables, like food tables, and these things were only available as yard items. Were only available through an event that happened called, what is it called? Bounder's Bounty. And that is before my time on Lotro. Precedes me, as it were. So I don't have any of those goodies. And you can't get them now. Like, they're not, the Bounder's Bounty was a one-time thing and that's it. Except, yeah, I think one of the things that SSG realizes is they're like, hey, you know, we have these cool things, we made them once, let's find a way to use them. So, and because it was a special event, they can't just be like, hey, we'll put these in the Lotro store or whatever. Now, sometimes they have done that with like cloaks and things where it was only available through one thing, but they will make a cloak that's very similar that you can get through like the Lotro store or something. So that's kind of a cool thing. I'm also getting attacked. Something. Oops. Yeah, I'm dismounted. Hey, I'm just gonna have to hit this guy. He's not gonna leave me alone. There we go. Hey, and we have a warband. This could get exciting, huh? Alright, well, we'll find out how it goes. Oh, I just realized I'm still on endurance stance. No worries. Okay. All the bodyguards? Okay. Working on it. So this is a warband. They kind of roam around. And so what you do is you run across them and try to take them out. And some of them are harder than others. Like this one's a little tougher. Yeah, I've got him. He's on me. He's after you. Alright, I Bard's arrowed him. What? Come on. He's almost down. There we go. That was close. Thayan says, need to get started on all my legendary quests and barter items. Are you talking about on, are you also on Anor, or are you talking about on Treebeard? So we're just trying to screen through some stuff on Anor before it shuts down. Yeah. That's true. So, like I was saying earlier, Treebeard is at a much slower pace, which is so good. Like, it really fits our style. The only thing is that means it'll be a long time. Maybe not next to that warg. But sure. Milestone to which place? Okay. Okay. That because we're like, our level cap right now is 65, and the frame that Athel has is from something around level 80 or 85, so it's gonna be a little while before we see that on Treebeard, but that's okay. Thayan, over on Treebeard, yeah, no way you'll have time in Anor. Totally get that. I think we're crazy as it is. I think it's just because we're in between classes right now that we're like, oh, we have all this free time. We don't really have that much free time, but sure, we'll just pretend we do. All right, so we're giving her the crops. Yay. That'll help them out for a little while. Yay. All right, so let's go tell Gleowine that we're helping out his people. Yeah, as before it says, we happen to get a 6-week break that overlaps with when Anor is going to be, when Anor is winding down. So we're taking advantage of some of that.
But the legendary server deeds mostly left the epic.
Hmm?
The legendary server deeds mostly left the epic.
Yeah, he's saying the legendary server deeds mainly overlap with the epic line deeds. So by following the epic line, we're able to capture a lot of these same, the same stuff.
Oh, this cold.
Okay.
This feels nothing like
So
the Wildermore of
we
my
finished
youth.
that. That unlocks another interlude.
I
Hey,
am done
I just
with
leveled
worrying. I want to see what has become of my home.
without my second earring. Yeah, I don't know where it is. It's got to be in a box somewhere. Hey, I have Gleowine's harp. Yay. All right, that might be going to Laurelin, because I like to play the music. Oh, hey, Horn, what's up?
Will Gleowine's reception at Dunfast be warmer
let's
than my
see.
own at Aoworth?
Yeah. All right, so how's Gleowine going to do? And we need to talk to Cordan. Oh, he's right here looking out at the wild. What do your elf eyes see,
I
Cordan?
understand Gleowine's desire completely.
All right, so we need to travel to Dunfast and see how things are doing. And Gleowine's going to go off and do a little adventure of his own, I believe. So, yeah, so we're going to go travel to the village of Dunfast in the middle of the Witchshaws in Wildermore. But yeah, so some of these portrait frames and stuff like that are account wide. Are they account wide? Some of them are. So it's nice to be able to capture them real quick. Yes, they are, because I remember Weirwillow had something. It's like a Three Peaks kind of style one that she got on the legendary server for getting to be like level 120 or 130 or something. But it's really cool. It's got some nice, like, gentler colors to it. It was really awesome looking. So that's the thing, is if we can get those like portrait frames unlocked and things like that before Anor closes, then that's one way for us to get those now, as opposed to like someday in the far, far future when we get to there on Treebeard. I'm going to take a quick look at my ancient script. I've got this box. I got a couple boxes of ancient script. I think I will go ahead and open those up. So let's see. Green is 4,000. Yeah. I'm just trying to remember if ancient script is server wide. I think it's server. Let me see. So in your wallet, yeah, green is server and white is character specific. So Mithril coins are the server wide. Steed halters, any of my characters in the server can access. Marks of the Wild? I feel like that must be incorrect, but maybe not. Anyway, enhancement rune. Yep, that's fine. We can open that. Ah, there's a pile of them there. Okay, cool. Oh, another box of Wildermore spoils. Let's get rid of that. Let's see what else we got. Sathan, guessing Treebeard will eventually become a live server or merge into the others like Anor. Yeah, I don't know, right? Because yeah, so in terms of legendary server history, right? We had Anor and Ithil were the first two, and they closed Ithil last summer when they were opening Treebeard and Shadowfax. And then I thought Anor would just become a live server, right? Would just join with the others. But it would just be running at 40% of XP. Sorry, 60%. So it would just be a slower progression server, right? That's what I thought they would do with it. But then they decided to go ahead and close it. Now, the numbers on Anor have gotten kind of low. And the population really dropped after Treebeard opened, because a lot of people went and are really enjoying Treebeard. So, it makes me wonder what's their plan. Now, for those who don't know, last summer they opened 2 new legendary servers. One is Treebeard and one is Shadowfax. And the idea was that on Anor here, you pretty much had gotten to a point where there was kind of 2 camps of people. There were some people that were like, hey, we're bored, can you open the next one really soon? And the other group was, hey, this is going way too fast, I can't keep up. So reconciling some between those two would of course be very difficult. So they wanted to test this difficulty slider thing that they just came out with. So I think what they did is they decided then to open 2 new legendary servers to accommodate both of those requests. So Shadowfax moves really fast. They get 150% of the experience versus normal. Whereas Treebeard, we go very, very slow, boom, boom, and we get 40% of the experience that you would get on a normal server. And Shadowfax gets the next expansion every 2 months, whereas with on Treebeard, we're getting it every. Uh-oh, they're shooting you really hard. This may have been a mistake. I agree. Well, once you Hobbit yourself, oh, you. Oh, sorry, I clicked yes. Okay, let's run away. I'm running away.
Sorry, my goal was for you to stand up after they left.
I didn't. So my minstrel says the goal was for me to stand up after they left. I did not. Yeah, it all worked out. They ran off anyway.
That one was a little harder.
Anyway, so let's see. Treebeard, Shadowfax. So yeah, so Shadowfax is going really fast. They're getting the next expansion every 2 months, so you can just like zoom, zoom, zoom. You get a ton of experience really quickly. Yeah, all of that. And Treebeard, we've got the other way. We go very, very slowly. We get the next expansion every 6 months, and we only get 40% of experience. So that's been really perfect and gives us the time to really just go explore every little thing, do every quest, work on every deed. Like, we're really enjoying all of that. So, oh, Than, you say we have legendary server news coming soon from Raininia, huh? Okay. Well, very cool. Yes, and as B4 points out, we have years worth of content to go through on Treebeard before we have to worry about will Treebeard become a live server on its own, or will it do like Anor where it's going to close and you just transfer off to somewhere else? I don't know, right? Yeah, that's true. They did hint at something in the last producer's letter. That's true. I'd forgotten about that. So, and the producer's letters are coming out every 3 months. So January, February, March, April, May, June. So July, August, September. So we should probably get one around like August or so. Oh, indigo. Hang on. Gotta grab that indigo. Oh, you're the scholar. I gotta give it to you. Later. So yeah, so the question is, what will happen with Treebeard? Talk to Gleowine and explore Dunfast together.
Here.
This is a solo
I see
quest.
no signs of battle. We will go together to
Yay!
investigate
I like
Dunfast.
it when they're not solo quests. I like it when we can do stuff together.
I was
So
born
I
in
would say
Dunfast
if
many
the
years
population
ago.
of Treebeard
What
continues
happened
to
the
be
village, I
robust,
remember.
my guess is that they will be less likely to close it. I think Anor's population just tanked after, or interaction, like the characters are still here, but nobody's playing their characters, right? I think that's happened after Treebeard and Shadowfax open. Now the funny thing is, like the people who were like really wanted Shadowfax went there, but then it got really empty really fast. Like Treebeard has been very robust, whereas Shadowfax kind of, it was like a flash in the pan and then nothing. So, I mean, that's the thing is, like, if I really wanted all of the things just for the titles and whatnot, just for level, I mean, I could probably go on to Shadowfax and just be like zoom zoom, but that means making another character and starting from scratch, and these characters are already in their 80s. This is easier. It's a shrew. Oh, Horn. Did the shrew scare you? It's okay. You never know. Like, it could have been an orc. It absolutely could have been an orc. Hey, it's Nona. Nona, Nona, Nona. A hint of a look of surprise on her face. It turns out she just happens to be here, and so do we. So, so Than, I mean, my first thought was that Treebeard will be a continuing server where people can just go slower, but maybe I'm wrong. You know, we'll see. We'll see. Because I didn't think they were going to close down Anor either. But, yeah. That's true. It's going to be many years before we even have to worry about that. Like, I tracked it out at one point, and I think it was like 2028 was when we would catch up to the latest that we have out there. Because, like, we got War of the Three Peaks, and we got Gundabad, Fate of Gundabad. And I was like, cool, looking forward to when we get to play Fate of Gundabad stuff. But it's going to be like 5 years on Treebeard. Which is really funny because there's times when before is like, if we're still playing, like he always, you know, hedges the bets there, right? If we're still playing, which is fair. Like nothing says that we will still be playing. You know, nothing is certain in this world, right? But at the same time, it's like Treebeard opened a year ago, and that year is just gone by like that. You think it's early 2027 to catch up to Gundabad? But yes, exactly. By then, there will be more expansions. So, yeah, it's just going to be, yeah. Crazy, crazy. Let me zoom that out a little bit. Okay, so a little bit of conversation there between Nona and Horn. Aww. Yes, this is the woman who has taken Horn's heart. He has spoken of her a great deal, but not once did he mention she was a Dunlending woman. Anyway, yeah. But he's like, well, it's been a long time since I was a youngin' and had passion coursing through my veins. Aww. Poor Horn. He's been missing Nona. And she's missing him too. They're still just figuring their stuff out. So interestingly, so I was mentioning earlier that Horn is a character, a person who is named in a song about the battle of the field of Pelennor, outside the Minas Tirith. Pelennor Fields. That's it. Hang on. Lots has been going on here.
That will help.
All right. So we're going to go... Well, we have a whole bunch of things to do here. The villagers what? Oh, someone... Yeah, the villagers have fled. All these ornate caches here. We are going to drop these Wildermore quests, aren't we? A daily hunt. Okay. All right. I'll leave them for now. So I'm running around with a scholar here. Got to pick up all these pages that have just been left lying around the ground. All these ancient tomes. All right. It looks like my closed captioning might be having some trouble here. All right. Yeah. I think I'm going to go ahead and close that. But if anybody's using it, let me know and I'll open it back up again. Oh, that's weird. It kept, like, it was streaming all the way across the screen and doing some weird stuff.
That's why I keep them as small as possible with this.
Well, I had it small, but then it was acting up, so.
As tiny font as possible so I don't change.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, OBS has embedded closed captioning on the fly, which I am tempted to try it, but I might wait until I get a new computer and then try it. Although, I guess it doesn't really tell you whether it's better or not overall, because the performance of the new computer might not make it obvious that whether it's the computer or the thing. So maybe I should try it on here first. Oh, I'm good with orcs. I just need root vegetables now. Okay. And we are headed toward the area where we think there might be some root vegetables. Or some Rittermark scarn. And a root vegetable. Oh, I could put vegetables in the oven. Still thinking about dinner. I could cut up some stuff while you're streaming and put it in the oven. Yeah. Roasted veggies. That's a good point. There's one. Yeah. All right. I might see if any of our potatoes are still good. So, well, before I was streaming, you might see me rooting around in the background. Yeah. All right. So I think what we should do is we should finish gathering these root vegetables and take these back and see if there's much else that needs to be done out here in the wilds and wrap it up on my stream. Because I think it's about time for you. It could be. Okay. All right, so let's head back to town. Oh, you still need more vegetables. Okay. Oh, whoops, I still need 2 more also. I thought it said I had 8. How weird. Here's one. Can I track root vegetables as a hunter? Sadly, I cannot. Hey, but you're a farmer. Can you track root vegetables as a farmer? Wouldn't that be cool? So yes, if you are a Lotro player and you have played on Anor at all, you will want to plan to get your characters. Anor closes like at the end of August. And some point, my guess is some point in August, like maybe early to mid-August, is when they will be opening up free transfers. So you won't have to pay, which will be nice. But they're not free just yet, so you'll want to wait. So don't try to transfer yet. You'll want to wait until those transfers are free. But then, yes, you will be allowed to transfer your characters off for free, which is nice. And you can choose... because I remember we did this when Bombadil, because we played on the Bombadil server 2 years ago, and it was just a short-term, like 1-month server, and at the end you could transfer off, and you could send each character to a different location if you wanted to. So that's what I did, because I had 2 characters there. So I sent one to, where did I send the other one? Oh, I sent one to Evernight and one to Laurelin, because I wanted to have a presence on European servers, and the RP server also sounded like fun. And it has been a lot of fun. Oh, that's a backpack. I'm like, what am I seeing? Let's check that backpack. Have you had a shake and have you been to London? I don't know what that shake is, but I have been to London. Or is that a song lyric? Sounds like some sort of a song lyric.
I think Horn is feeling better. Nothing cures an aching heart like hard work.
Okay, cool. So we're unlocking a new piece of Gleowine's map. Awesome. I'll do those another time, though. Yeah, so I live in the Netherlands now, but at one point I was my first husband was British, and so when we got married, I was living in Colorado with my 3-year-old, and he was living in the UK. So I ended up moving. My daughter and I moved to England because he had a better job than I did, so it made more sense. So yeah, so he didn't live in London though. I mean, he worked in London or near London enough, and he had a flat in London. So we went and hung out at the flat once or twice, but then not too long after that, he gave up the flat and basically was able to work from home. Or no, how did this work? Now I'm trying to remember. He wasn't working from home at that time, Because I remember after I had my second child, he had to go into the office a lot, which really made me mad because I'm like, I just had a baby. You're supposed to have 2 weeks off, and then he didn't have 2 weeks off, and I was really mad about it. But yes. Anyway, so I'd been to London, went to because we lived out like 2 hours outside of London if you go like towards Bath, and lived out in Wiltshire. So it was nice. It's very beautiful out there. Although I think, now that I think about it, I wonder if the Netherlands is actually more beautiful to me. Just all this like lush green. Whereas I grew up in Colorado, and Colorado is very like brown. I mean, it's an arid desert, and it's like a high level, like a high elevation desert, basically, is what a lot of Colorado is. So it's not like, flush with vegetation. It's got a lot of scrub, a lot of kind of brown plants and stuff. So it's really funny because like every time you fly in, like when we would come, go visit England, we're just like, wow, it's so green here. And you spend like 2 weeks there, and then you go back to Colorado and you're like, it's so brown here. You forget about it because, you forget. Well, tell me what's in these shakes, if you know. But yes, I've been to London. We went to visit, Like one time my mom and my stepdad came out when my son was really little. And so like the four of us, me and my parents and me and the little one, we took the train over to London and went and saw the Tower of London. And I think we rode a double-decker bus. Like, did some touristy things, kind of. But it was really cool, though. It was good times. I've also been to Amsterdam. Amsterdam's really fun, too. And I don't mean, like, as a party kind of fun. But, like, when we were there, my feet were hurting really bad. This is normal. So what we got is there's all these tour companies that run around there. And there's one that did buses, but also canal boats. And so we got this like hop on, hop off ticket that was good for like 48 hours or something. And so we would take the bus and it's got like these headphone things you can plug into. And it's, as you go by certain things, it'll be like, this is, you are passing by the Anne Frank house, and it gives you a little bit of history and information about it. Or it'll like when you're going through the canal and it's got those tall, skinny buildings and how they kind of lean forward a little bit, and there's like usually a hook or something at the top, and it's because that was how they would like take the goods out of the river and just lift it. And so if you had it too close, it would like bang against the house, plus it wouldn't reach the river, so I mean, just little things like that. It was pretty cool. So we did that, and that was in Amsterdam. So if you ever go to Amsterdam, and that is fun to do, for me, I found that really fun because it really was like a quick slice of a whole bunch of history, but little sound bites of history in a way. So, okay, so this shake, this freak shake, as you say, it's a beautiful mess of Oreo cookies, chocolate ice cream, chocolate sauce. It's worthy of Willy Wonka. Billed as a sharing dessert, but how you go about splitting it is a mystery. It looks too good to share. So for non-chocolate desserts, there's also a sticky toffee one with banana, cereal milk ice cream. There's a sticky toffee pudding chunks and drizzled with sticky toffee sauce. Well, that sounds lovely and delicious. Unfortunately for me, I'm celiac, so like the Oreo cookie probably wouldn't work for me, and the trifle wouldn't work. The pudding chunks. But oh my gosh, my in-laws used to make a really good trifle. This was before I realized I was celiac, and so I would like eat things and then I just wouldn't feel good. Luckily I've figured it out, so now I don't eat those things that don't make me feel not good. So, I feel better about that, but man, I miss some of those yummy things. Okay, so did you talk to everybody you needed to talk to here? Okay, cool. Actually, I think, okay, so I think I'm gonna start wrapping up here. Before is going to be streaming next, and he'll be talking about plugins in Lotro. So for example, plugins. What is that? Oh, celiac? Celiac is where your body is allergic to wheat, barley, rye, anything with gluten in it. Yeah. So I eat gluten-free foods. Yeah, all of that. So no cake unless it's made with like a gluten-free flour, like a rice flour or something. Yeah, cakes are hard. Any of the pastries type, breads, cakes, cookies, pasta. You know, it's so funny because I've been eating gluten-free for like 10 years now. It's like I just automatically do it. I don't even think about what I don't eat anymore. Which is good. And it's really funny when you go into like, I don't know, it's funny when you're having that conversation with somebody because you're like, you have to start over and you have to go back to the beginning of your brain. Like, wait, where does that come from? So, but yes, but I mean, luckily there are more things now than there were 10 years ago. There's more people who, they realize they're celiac, or also going gluten-free became a trend as part of like the whole keto diet thing. It's kind of weird. But whatever, it helps it be more mainstream to have gluten-free food available, which then means I can eat things that don't hurt me, so that's good. Yeah. So with celiac, what it does is inside your intestines, get a little technical for a quick second here. Inside your intestines, you've got these little cilia, and they're the ones that grab the nutrition, and that nutrition then goes into your body, and that's how one of the ways that you get nutrition into your system. And unfortunately, what gluten does to me and people like me is it attacks those little cilia, and so they no longer can do the job that they need to do. And so you aren't able to take in that nutrition and stuff. And so you have side effects like your body. I mean, imagine your body's being attacked by something. Your body's going to react to that. So my body would react to that, and not in fun ways. So sure. So that's basically what celiac is all about. And so once you realize, oh hey, I'm ingesting things that are attacking my body and causing harm to me. Once you figure that out, you're like, why don't I not do that? And so then you do end up hopefully feeling better. Yeah. So yeah. So let's see. Okay. So yeah. So thanks for questioning, though. I mean, for asking questions. I really appreciate it. I'm happy to share knowledge and yeah. Let you know, because it's a real pain. It's a real pain in the butt to deal with, actually, to be quite honest. As with any food disability, invisible disabilities, and I don't even consider myself as having a disability per se. Like, there's plenty of people who have much worse things to deal with than I'm dealing with. But it's when you have something that's not obvious. Yeah, I appreciate people asking questions, because then you don't have to assume. And I can tell you what I know about it, and that hopefully gives you a place to jump off from with knowledge. And if you want to go do research, you can do that and sort of thing like that. So you are totally fine. No, you're doing great. So let's see. Okay, so Thayan says, coming up, the premiere Standing on a Roof in Lotro stream, and there is talk of plugins. Yes. So Thayan is referencing the fact that before, when doing his plugins show, will usually stand on top of something, like a roof or something. Like, he stands on top of the prancing pony sometimes in Bree, and he just is doing plugin development work while he's talking about it on stream, so he doesn't run around like I was doing on my stream. And yeah, he stands on top of things. So before, my disability is a trend. Cool. Yeah, and I7 says, yeah, I swear this is common with so many disabilities, unfortunately. Invisible disability life. We all need to learn not to judge a book by its cover. Absolutely. Like, if somebody parks in a handicap spot or something like that, and then they get out and they walk in, you don't know. You don't know what's going on and why they're using that parking spot. But I always give people the benefit of the doubt on that, because it could be that that person has energy that will last them for like 20 minutes, and they know they can get into the store, buy what they need to get out of the store, get into their car, and get most of the way home before they run out of energy. Like, that could be their situation, right? And parking by the door allows them to make that happen for themselves. So, like, you know, I mean, you don't know what is going on with somebody, so I try not to assume, and I try to just hope that people are, like, doing the best they can, right? And that people aren't parking in a handicapped spot who don't need it, because there are so many people who do need it, so that you want to allow that. And then there's other times where, like if I'm the driver of somebody who is handicapped, if possible, I will see if I can, like, drop them off at the door and then park their car, you know, just so that way we're not taking up a spot at the front if there's a limited number of spots. And then I go and get the car and then bring it up. Like, you know, those are sorts of things. Oh yeah, like Ginger right there. Like, you don't look disabled, but Ginger says, but I have lung issues that make walking very far hard. Exactly. So, and I know that that's a thing. Yeah, I'm not an athletic person. I'm not a very fit person. So walking long distances has always been a thing for me. And my feet are messed up and stuff. But I don't have any, like, you know, disabilities in the sense that would give me a card or a placard or anything. So I just manage those in the best way that I can. So I just assume if somebody is, you know, that people are managing their lives the best that they can. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is, right? So we all try and take care of each other. And, you know, and I7 says, people tell me I'm too young to be disabled, and you have POTS and can't stand up longer than 5 minutes without getting dizzy. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that's rough. That's a rough one. Ginger, you have a permanent plate on your car? That's smart. That's good. Yeah. So, oh, thanks, Moobot. Moobot has thrown in our week's sales. Oh yeah, we have July summer sales. So 35% off milestone skills. We were talking about milestones earlier. That, yeah, in the Lotro store you can buy, what is it, like 10 or 12 total milestones. And so they're 35% off right now, which is a great deal. Okay, but I was gonna wrap up. So before I can get started, do you have your timer going? Yeah, you should go ahead and do your timer. Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up here. I will be back next week. Before is on next, and he'll be talking about plugins from the rooftop of something. And then hopefully next year, I7 will be back. She's normally on after before, but right now she's a little under the weather, so she's gonna take care of herself today, and then she'll be back hopefully next week with some streaming with her completionist character. So, questing with Caladra, the completionist. It's pretty close. All right, I'm gonna go. You guys stay in chat, hang out with B4, and I will see you guys next time. So, as I always say, remember, as you're out and about, to stay in contact with that Hobbit side of your heart. All right, take care of each other, everybody. Talk to you later.